What's up, YouTube? Here with the September 1st update to the Samurai list. I felt there was 3 different directions the deck could go. I could either keep it pretty much the way I had it, I could adapt to one of my turbo builds, and try and do, play my game, sort of make it a solitaire deck, set up, win. I hate those type of decks, typically speaking, and that's especially what I think it would be. The deck doesn't always go off like that, but when it does, it's solitaire, and that's just, I don't know. I don't like to do it. I like to play a control game and a really smart control game. So that brings me to the third option, which is what I chose to do. I've reintegrated a trap lineup. I've sort of adhered to the fact that it is a slower format, and I've slowed my own combos down just a little bit. But it's opened up room for me to be able to have options to stop what my opponents are trying to do. And it'll be more detrimental to them. Still keeps me in a really good position, and the deck tests awesome. So anyways, we've got double Kaigeki, still sort of the key piece to the deck in my opinion. I'm not playing 3, so like I said, I slowed myself down a little bit, just to have room for some better options, but double Kaigeki. Triple Kagemusha is still a must. I tried playing less than 2, or less than 3, 2 wasn't enough. Need to be able to play, multiple synchro plays. Hell, just before I did this video, I had a playtest hand. Shuffled up, drew 6, and I opened Shi and Beast Barkion. It was awesome. This stuff's pretty self-explanatory. You've got double Elder, triple Kizan, asceticism targets, the Grandmaster, and then our only hand traps we play 3, double Effect Veiler, and a Gorz. A lot of our control is in our trap lineup, and Gorz it stops OTKs. It's a complete game changer. He's awesome. I was trying to play a 9-card trap lineup instead of a 7-card trap lineup that included double Fiendish Chain to help complement the double Veiler. But I wouldn't like to play Gorz in that particular build, and that left me at 41 cards, and I didn't like that. So I opted for Gorz and to play 40 cards. Our only continuous are Gateway of the Broke and Triple United. No more Dojo in this build. I had to cut it for the same reason as why I cut Squire from the deck. Searchers, we've got Rhoda, double Smoke Signal, and then double Asceticism. I only lost 1 Asceticism target by, well, not Asceticism target, but Asceticism activator by dropping one of the Kaigekis, but I felt like without that Kaigeki there, it was just a little bit less likely to be using it to its fullest potential, and I needed room for better control plays, so double Asceticism. Double Lance is still the MVP spell of the deck. It stops Dark Hole from killing Barkion, or Bottomless, or Deep Prison from killing Beast. That makes it where you don't have to use up your Shi and Negate for something. Keeps you in a really good position. Double MST and Heavy. I had to add the MSTs back into the deck. I had been wanting to add 1 MST into the previous build, but with the change of the format and a second Mirror Force and, people, especially myself, trolling with triple Magic Cylinder and the hero build that I posted beforehand, I wanted to have back row hate, and the fact that my particular setup is a little slower than it used to be, I need to make sure that the field's clear so that I can do that. Staples, Reborn, Mind Control, and Dark Hole. Dark Hole did make its way back into the deck. Used to be in the side deck, simply because, again, it's a slower game. I'm playing a slower version, and I just need universal control cards. I wanted to fit Book of Moon in, but again, that would have put me at 41. In this slower format, I think Book will have a better impact. I just couldn't find room for it. It was either Book or a second MST, and I chose the second MST. As for our 7-card trap lineup, Judgment, double Warning. Warning, you need to stop BLS, you need to stop Dad, Sorcerer, Zen Mains, Excalibur, just whatever. You need to make sure that they can't put monsters on the field that are going to get over your spell trap hate controllers. Double Mirror Force because Konami wants us to be retarded this format. I don't know. And then finally, 1 Deep Prison and 1 Compulse. Just sort of gives various options for how I can control the board when I want to do it. I really, really like the 7-card lineup. I really, really even more enjoyed it at 9 with the double Fiendish. But Gorz really is the better pick over the double Fiendish. As for the extra deck, I hate Samurai extra decks because there's too much to do and not enough room to do it. I've got 3 level 5s, all self-explanatory. Only one level 6, and that's Barkion. We lost Bryo, which sucks. I wanted to play another 6. I feel like I need to play another 6. That would have been Gravity Warrior, but I just don't have the room for it. One Black Rose. Typically, this is just Kagamusha Special Grandmaster, Nuke. Hope to top deck better than your opponent. But I feel like Black Rose really is a necessary evil to get yourself out of some really sticky situations from time to time. Finally, Scrap Dragon. I had lost a tournament because I had Mind Control and Valor main phase 2 after running into Gores, and I couldn't go into... And I didn't have any level 8s, much less Scrap Dragon. So I couldn't take back control over the board, and I lost because of that Gores. Especially the fact that I play my own Gores now. I felt like the level 8 would become necessary. As for Exceeds, we played two beat sticks for rank 3s, which is Leviathan and Acid Golem. Acid Golem used to just be a place filler, but he actually won me a couple of games. Just being able to go into that 3K off of a mediocre at best hand, mid to late game. So he earned his place, and then we play, Zenmain's Hate and Zenmain's. We only play 4 level 3s in the deck, and then we have 4 rank 3s. You need to have options depending on what the current game state is, so you have those 4. I kind of wanted to play the new rank 3 Alien, this guy, but I just didn't have room for it. So you got the 4. As for rank 4s, we've got Xian, because he's awesome. There are still times I want to make double Xian, but I don't have Dojo, so I have less way to abuse counters, and I'm playing one less Kaigeki, so I won't be making the 3,500 as often. Photon Butterfly, if you happen to run into a Snowman Eater or a Reaper or whatever, later go into this, make them pay for it. Maestroke, because he's awesome. Excalibur, nothing really beats a 4K at any point in time. He's the out to a lot of stuff. And as much as I've always hated on Blade Armor Ninja and Samurai, my last is a Blade Armor Ninja, in this particular slower build, I felt like these guys, when they're not the right option to make, Excalibur just becomes a one and done, whereas Blade Armor has the potential to be a 44 twice in a row. So Blade Armor did make his way into my extra deck. Into my side deck, play Double Crow. I expect Dark World to be huge this format. They didn't get hit, and they can consistently put 3K beaters on the field. So this is called DD Grapha Hate. Third Effect Valor, just in case. Double Max C, a friend of mine's borrowing them right now, so I'm stuck proxying. Similar to the Valor, I'd rather have them and not need them than need them and not have them. One Iru. I hate face downs. I hate Snowman Eaters. I hate Raikos. If I know they're playing those, and I know they're siding into them, Iru most certainly will go into the deck. And speaking of Snowman, I'm siding one myself. He's just awesome. He's pretty universal in terms of being able to, being out to plays across the board in the format. Double Soul Taker is pretty much there to make Shining miss timing. Or when you're against Super Poly heroes, you just Soul Taker their monster off the board before making a play so they can't Super Poly you mid-play. One Knock. Again, I hate face downs, and if I can get rid of all of them at once, awesome. A third MST for those massive back row heavy decks and for field spells, which is the same reason I still play Close Forest. It's really, really hate on the Dark World matchup, and I think in this slower format that GK are going to have a chance to shine again as well. So Close Forest is awesome. And then our last 2 side deck cards are Double Bottomless Trap Hole. GBs are usually pretty big at the beginning of the format. Heroes, so long as they don't have the Spark to chain, kind of even has use in a mirror match. They rescue Rabbit into Kazubuls or Saurusauruses, flip Bottomless, they don't get a playoff. Just all sorts of various universal applications that Bottomless can be good for. So that's the deck. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Peace out.